Morning guys, Mike here, and I wanted to show you a couple of projects we got coming up. This is the first one. I mentioned this to you in an earlier video. This is the two first parts that I got to make for the end mill sharpening fixture. This is the going to be the spindle, and this is a little piece of coil roll, 2x2 coil roll I picked up, and this is going to be the spindle body. So we'll be getting started on these shortly. I'm still doing some design work on the other parts on this, and so as soon as I get that done, I'll start cutting on these. The other thing is I am going to put a readout on my lathe, digital readout, and I've got the parts for it now. This is the old digital readout that came off my lathe. And I knew that the brain box didn't work here. I thought I could marry up the scales to a new readout, and but it didn't work out. The pin assignments are different, and when I did the research, it was really more hassle than it looked like it was worth. And frankly, it's a little bit over my head electronics wise, so I just broke down and bought a whole new digital readout. I am going to take them out of the box here today. I normally don't do unboxing videos. I think this is worth doing it because I'm also going to use this video as evidence. If there's any shipping damage on this, it'll give me something to show to the seller, so when we work out some kind of a refund or return. So hopefully there's no damage, but that's what I'm going to do today. So let's go ahead and get started on that. You can tell by the shape of the boxes. One's the digital readout itself, and this is the scales right here. Okay. I don't think there's any damage here. I've never really had a problem with that. All the things I have purchased online, I really have had really good luck. They generally do a good job of packaging because they realize if they don't, it's going to cost them money as well as make for a dissatisfied customer. So this is direct from China. I believe that for this DRO setup for my lathe, I have a 40-inch lathe, so I've got a 40-inch scale here. I would have preferred a 42, but they didn't offer a 42. It's always better to be slightly longer than the lathe. I have a cross-slide travel of 8 inches on my lathe, and I purchased a 10-inch scale for the cross-slide. Okay. I'll take that out of the box yet. Alright. The digital readout on my lathe is not a must-have deal. This is going to be more of a nice-to-have, and I get along pretty well with using the dial on my cross slide and my compound, and then using the travel on my carriage, my x-axis. Okay, here's the box. Okay, there's no damage evident right here. Boy, look at the difference between the old Accurate box and the Chinese box, and I'm sure this Chinese job will do just everything that this old one did. Like I say, this never worked when I bought my lathe, so I never used it. Here's the cover, protective cover, and the book, the good book. Usually are not worth a whole lot. Sometimes they Sometimes they can point you in the right direction. Alrighty, so have the mount bracket for the digital readout, and a power cord, some loose washers kicking around in here. So wonder those made it without falling through a crack of the box. Some more hardware, and there's how the washers got out, that's ripped. And an arm to mount that. I'll have to come up with my own post, so that's okay, no problem. So there's that. And the scales, you see we have armor protection on the cables. And here's the scales. Remove these carefully. And here's the guards for the scales. Pretty nice. Couple brackets here, 3 brackets. Hopefully I'll be able to make the reader attachments for those. Some more stuff here, I don't know what it is. I think those go on the end of the scales. More hardware. And that's it. So I'm not going to really turn this on right now. Everything. There's no reason to believe that there's anything damaged in this at all. Yeah, so looks good. Don't see any dings or bongs or anything like that. Okay, so that's where we're at, and like I say, these 2 things will be videoed here in the near future, and can't wait to get the readout on the lathe, and then we'll get started on this end mill grinding fixture. So alright, this was a short one, and I hope you and your family's doing well, having a good 2021, and so now you've got to look at what we're going to be doing here in the future, and until next time, this is Mike signing out.